What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Marvel Live. I hope you guys enjoyed the pre-stream that we had up. We were showing the grand finals of SCR, actually, before the stream, if you were hanging out beforehand. Thank you, everybody, for watching, of course. We had a couple big tournaments over the past few weeks, some smaller tournaments as well. A lot of big fish at play. SCR especially was tremendously packed with talent and very impressive results out there. A lot of fun. I highly recommend watching that. That was over on Level Up Live, the native stream. So you can check that out there. We'll get more into that later. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. I want to say off the top, Kyle Merkel, unfortunately, having had surgery today for gallbladder, I think. So he's not obviously in any shape to be on tonight. So we do miss him, but yeah, he will be back hopefully for the next show. Otherwise, we do have the other three bread and butter members of the cast. Tassif, hey man, how you doing?
It's Sif.
Sif, sorry, you're right.
What's
Sif,
up?
we're rebranding. We're rebranding. Thanks for coming on, Sif. Marcus, what's up, man?
It's Mark.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Thank you for coming on. What's up, Potato Salad? And what's up, Joe? How you doing, man?
It's Jonas.
Please. What's up, Jonas? AKA Raidbot. Thanks for coming on, man. I want to thank, and one more time, thank everybody for watching. A lot of stuff going on in everybody's personal life, so it's always great when we have as many folks on that we do for tonight. And we've got a pretty hot topic at the end of the show. If you notice the Chun-Li breakdown down there, a lot of words have already been said about Chun-Li and specifically a certain Chun-Li player. We'll get to that in a second, but yeah, very much looking forward to that. For now, we're going to start with the Fall Classic. That tournament happened not last weekend, right? Was the weekend before that? Does anybody else confirm that?
Yeah, that was the first.
Yep.
Yeah.
How could I ever forget?
How could you? Stop. Okay. Well, we'll get there in a second. But yeah, so the Fall Classic is our first point of business. First place, Ray Ray. Congratulations to Ray Ray, who took first place at that tournament. Kind of looked like a walk in the park. I don't know. We'll have some more to say about that. Second place, Syntax. Florida? Is he from Florida?
No.
Florida.
Well, he's not.
No.
Everybody in the stream chat was claiming him. All the
You're
Florida
talking.
boys.
You're talking about the
Syntax.
Spencer Magneto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, y'all are messed up. He's from MTV. He's one of PC's boys.
Okay.
He might have moved over to Florida.
But he's like, isn't he like Ralphie Torres' boy? Like his tag is MHIO. Those are the Florida guys.
True.
So they're claiming him, but he's MDV.
They
He's
definitely were
something
claiming
around
him.
there.
Well, I'm not surprised Florida claiming, something that's not theirs. They need to stay relevant somehow. But he did get second place, and I respect that. He played Nova, Spencer, Magneto, and what was the other variation? He played something else,
He
too.
also ran Mag Spencer Doom.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't play Mag Spencer Doom. So shout out to him. He did give Ray Ray, it was 3-2 in winners in grand finals in the first set. So he did push Ray Ray, I thought he was going to take it, into a second set, but it ended up not. Third place, Roach King, who is a staple of the Georgia scene, was playing Wesker Hager Phoenix, just straight up playing his old stuff. So shouts to him. Fourth place, Crescent, hometown hero, I guess, right? North Carolina, Firebrand player. Firebrand, Freudian slip. Firebrand, Doom Amy, right? Yeah, Doom Amy.
Yeah, he switched to that. He used to be a Dormammu Doom player, and I think his Dormammu was his best character, but he saves that just for counterpick.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Okay, so shout out to Crescent, holding it down fourth. Fifth place was a dude named Maniac, played Hawkeye, Dante, Doctor Strange.
That's not just a dude. That's another hometown hero rebranded. That's Will Richards.
That's Will Richards. Yeah.
The god.
That's
the
Will
strange
Richards.
God.
I called him some dude named Will Richards because I don't like this team, man. I wish he'd go back to Virgil Strange because he was really nasty with that.
Dude, right?
Yeah, he was nasty with that. Yeah, I don't know about the current switch, some dude Maniac to Hawkeye, Dante, Doctor Strange, but hey man, if you're having fun and it's working for you, keep at it. But also known as Will Richards, who is a sick Virgil Strange player. And tied fifth place, Surging Storm. I didn't know this guy. Did anybody else know this guy before this tournament? He played Tron, Nova Doom.
He plays Tron. Yeah, that's all
I know.
we
He plays Tron, and he did have some nasty setups. Of course, he's a Tron player, so you have to. Shouts to him. And then tied for 7th place with Silent, Nova, Dorm, Wesker, which is a team that I just hate. Hate it bad. Nova, Dorm, Wesker, and
It's 2016.
Peasy Boy, who I guess sucks. But anyways, he's in the chat, so shouts to Peasy. 7th place, lost to Crescent in losers. So
I don't know how he lost to Crescent. I need to rewind time or something like that, because Crescent is so free to zero.
I
All
know.
you have to do is just like sit there, wait for him to do something, let go of a button, then there's your neutral. Peasy, how'd you mess that up, boy? Come on.
Well, we'll get Peasy on for the next show just to explain his loss to Crescent. Shout outs to Peasy, who also had some awesome, stimulating talk on the Twitter about, again, our later topic, Chun-Li. But also Peasy, I saw the hair looking a little, no offense, a little long. So, he's been working. He ain't even playing probably. So I give him. He says because I suck now. I don't know if I buy that. Maybe just a little bit rusty. But shouts to him getting set. And didn't he drive out like super last minute? I'm giving you all the option selects here, man. I'm giving you all kinds of options. Like he drove out last minute. There's a hurricane.
There was a lot of stuff going on that
There's a
weekend.
lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
There's plenty of reasons why PZ could have got 7th place. So
Shout out to everybody getting top 8, with no power.
Yeah. The stream went down like 11 times, and that was really hard because they were obviously in a hurricane, so they couldn't do anything about it. But I was really underwhelmed by TFC. Did anybody else who watched TFC agree with me? Anybody else?
I definitely was. I think I caught like the Crescent versus Syntax, and I was like, who are these guys and why are they so far? No, like, I just had never heard of Syntax, and like he was doing some things, but I was just like, this is kind of underwhelming for how TFC has been in the past, and where Marvel's been at. It was just kind of like, damn, the weather really did body a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know if the hurricane, kept really people from going, or the pools are really hard to watch. Shouts to everybody who entered, thank you, and that's awesome. But like, I don't know if everybody's nerves were just super in themselves or what was going on, but like I don't know, it was very tough to watch all the drops and just a lot of slop in the pools. But the stream was great whenever it could work, so we really enjoyed being able to see a top 8. But it really looked like a walk in the park for Ray Ray.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't a deep bracket. Like you look at who got second, who got third, fourth, fifth, seventh. Like you compare that to TFC of like years ago. My favorite.
I know,
was
right?
2 years ago when I actually commentated it, and like sure bias whatever. But we had ridiculous matches like Green Ace versus Unknown. We had Marvello. Like there was a huge North versus South rivalry going on.
Moons was big at TFC.
So many people and so many high-level matches. It was like a joy and an honor for me to commentate a lot of those matches. And then like last year was good too, but there was a really, really big drop-off. I think a lot of the people who you normally are accustomed to seeing doing a lot of work just didn't really show up. But at the same time, what I did enjoy was seeing my boy Roach King do some work.
Yeah, with the classic stuff.
With the classic stuff, because that man has owned my absolute soul throughout my Marvel history. So to see him kind of just come out of nowhere and be like, hey guys, what's up? I think I played this game and get third.
I'm still here to play. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
big shout out to the homie.
But I will say that it was like, he doesn't play, and I will say it showed. Like, it super showed, like, and then he got third. And that, I don't know, like, I just think like that, not to say that Roach King's not still very good, but he knows he doesn't play, and it looked like he wasn't playing. And, he was dropping, some classic Roach King's setups and some, when he was really confident and quick, there was a lot of disrespect, a lot of, the waggle of the hand, a lot of, just, I don't know.
He's a league player, dude. Come on.
Exactly, right, exactly. I understand, which is fine, but, that, I think to me, that kind of speaks to TFC a little bit. Not, again, very grateful for the event. But also Midwest didn't show out like they usually do. Remy Martin, me, Brandon, Ohio crowd.
Not even New York either.
Yeah, nobody really, either for one reason or another couldn't make it out. So hopefully we get a better NEC's right around the corner. You know, another great Big E partner event. Well, Big E exclusively. So I'm sure, fly in my face. I'm sure it'll be, you know, no problem. The hurricane sucked, but
Yeah, like honestly, shout outs to staffing just being able to contain that whole situation. I don't think I've ever been to a tournament or a major in my years of doing this where something that ridiculous
a natural
has
disaster.
happened. Yeah. So like shout outs to like I saw a lot of pictures of people like money matching like dice or whatever outside while the venue was closed.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
They,
in
they,
the
they
rain.
made it fun.
Yeah, and I've heard, like, as PZ mentioned in the chat, that it was a really good time. I heard from a lot of people that had a great time. Like, the venue power was out, so they're, like, wandering the halls in, like, pitch darkness, you know? So it's kind of crazy. Shout out to that. But did anybody have anything that they specifically wanted to bring up about TFC? Because otherwise, I'm pretty excited to talk about SCR, to be honest.
Same.
Okay, well, let's just...
Wait. Before we do that, isn't there another
Okay.
tournament we were talking about?
Well, I'm not yet.
Oh, my bad.
What? Which one are you talking about? You talking about the one? Talking about the one with the bird?
Birdie.
No. Hold on, no. We'll do that after SCR. Shout out. Okay, so we'll go on to SCR now, and we had a great top 8 in SCR. It was really top to bottom amazing. Again, we showed in the pre-show the grand finals of that. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to show that again while we're talking about it. You know, see if my tech skills really got in there or not, and if my bandwidth can handle it. But first place, SCR. This was just this last weekend, so this just happened. RyanLV, first place. Wow. Second place, Chris G. Wow. Great set. Amazing grand final set between these two guys. Third place, Killer Kai. Wow. My friend was over here watching it with me, and he said if there's an EVO in 2018 for Marvel 3, Killer Kai is going to be still working and playing, and he's going to win it. Shouts to Killer Kai, third place. Fourth place, Angelic, friend of the show, in the chat. Shouts to him going out to SCR. Been on the low, flying low on the radar, not big on the social media. Comes out, gets fourth place. Respect that. Fifth, Ramasama and Priest. Priest is a big SoCal figure, out there. Ramasama is Mr. Travel right now. He will be at Canada Cup, which we'll talk about in a minute. But shouts to Ramasama getting the fifth place. Seventh place, Jason Kiddo, which is Ramasama's brother, playing Ramasama's team. So the boys are back in town in top 8, 5th and 7th, playing the same team, both ugly team. And then Pony from Mexico, also tied 7th. So that rounds out your top 8. Does anybody want to? What's that?
I love how the brothers are playing the same team and they're getting top 8.
It's so sick. That's legitimately sick.
Yeah, they got top 8 at first time. They got top 8 at SCR. Like what are they doing?
And then shout out to SoCal Iron God, 9th place in the chat. My man. He lost to RyanLV and Priest. Dang.
No,
Wow.
there's no shame in that. It's it's tough. Yeah.
You held in there, man. Especially swinging that hammer. So, and again, shout out to Angelic also in the chat on the top 5 finish. I watched the whole top 8. It was really good. Priest is ridiculous. That MODOK is so nasty. We've all dreamed about playing MODOK once or twice. Marcus, how do you feel about Priest and his MODOK?
I like his match. So like I went into the top 8 knowing the results, right? I saw the results and I was like, yo, there's like there's a bunch of 3-0s, there's some 3-1s, man, it's gonna be a blowout. I was just gonna skip and watch top 3.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yo, Priest got top 8. Let me go ahead and watch his matches. And like his MODOK confirms that he gets, they're so ridiculous. I love his confirms that he gets and like how he was playing against Pony, like the neutral.
Man, yeah.
The neutral, the 2 Magnetos when they were playing against each other, and I was like, yo, this is like, we don't have F-Champ anymore, but like, this is some of the cleanest Magneto play I've seen in a while,
And facing off against each other, man, like, Pony's Magneto is so gross. Like, it's explosive in a way that, like, I really don't see out of Magneto players anymore. Like, you think he's, like, about to retreat and, like, his offense just explodes, and he's, I don't know, tremendously impressive if you ask me. But I also, like I said, really liked, shout out to Chris G, you just gave us the host, by the way. I really liked Priest's MODOK, man, super slick.
Even his MODOK against Angelic, which Angelic's Wolverine, which that is like a stupid, like, that's the bad man, like it's like the cat and mouse game where he's like trying to run away the whole time. And just like he switched over from Doom missiles that he was running against Pony to Doom rocks, and then he was just throwing up like projectile And then it was the Dorito Shield, and then he was doing the spit, and then like following in, he was going in and rushing Wolverine.
All the buttons. All the buttons.
And I was like, holy crap! Some of the confirms he was getting, and I was like, man, this dude's MODOK is ridiculous, and I just love watching him play. I wish he could play 3 MODOKs, to be honest.
You have to do that to play MODOK. You have to be so on top of it.
He used Dorito Shield as an assist against Pony, but then he switched over to Balloon Bomb, so he showed the versatility in his team. Because he switched over to Balloon Bomb, and he had like a stupid mix-up where he did like Doom 4 foot dive plus Balloon Bomb. And, like,
that was nasty. That was nasty. The bomb, the meaty bomb. Okay, so guys, if you haven't, I'm sure you have. If you haven't heard Priest already, definitely need to check him out. Definitely watch this top 8 at SCR. Again, it was on twitch.tv/leveluplive. Priest was playing out of his mind. I mean, he was really doing well. You saw his limitations against Morgan. Definitely. I mean, he really was limited against Morgan, I thought. Shouts to Angelic, making Wolverine relevant, saying Wolverine Shuma still nasty. I think he played with a Virgil variant at some point, but
against Chris, to try and he was like down.
The last game, he was already down 2-0. But like the one thing I will say, and like that man went ham, and he ran into a lot of stuff that he shouldn't have run. Like against Killer Kai, he ran into so many fallen normals against Taskmaster, and then this thing happened to Priest too, and he ended up beating Priest, and it was just kind of like even against Chris, he got some hits, but he was dropping a lot of stuff. So it was like, damn, like I wish we would have saw like a crispy Angelic playing. I felt like he would have made a lot more noise in the tournament.
Like this was Angelic. Like last tournament we've seen him at was Evo, where he got 3rd. Like that is crispy Angelic when he just bodies Justin Long, bodies everybody in his path. He definitely looked like a little bit suspect in this tournament, but I mean, it just goes to show the level of competition too. Like we had 3 top 8 Evo finalists in this bracket, and none of them even won. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty.
I did not notice that at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we had Priest, we had Angelic, and we had Chris G. None of them won. RyanLV, like he did mad work. But shout outs to everybody. Like shout outs to Angelic. Like I love watching his Wolverine play, because I think seeing the way that he kind of approaches the neutral and chooses when he likes to go in, he makes like chicken blocking Shuma such a bad idea, clips you low, then you just lose. But I wanted to kind of go back talk about Priest for a second, because y'all mentioned about how his MODOK was sick. And while I completely agree, I felt that the big thing that kind of tipped the tide in Priest's favor in the Pony matchup was the fact that he had 2 really versatile assists where Pony just had Doom Beam. Like Dorito Shield is one of the best ways to kind of stop aggression, and I think Kinder Party mentioned before how Pony's known for this kind of explosive play. Couldn't see barely any of that with Magneto. Like I felt that Pony was playing really frustrated in the neutral because he had to get around Dorito Shield, get around missiles, and Magneto clapping you as an air-to-air. So I thought that Priest came in really prepared. He just needs to, Priest, I think Priest just needs to figure out an answer for Morgan. I think he's good. I'm a big fan of his.
Dude, especially too against Pony, you can see a couple times in the matchup where he was trying to fight around missiles coming, and it was just like a hit there, trying to get to the other side and keep the combo going, and it would drop. And it was like a couple of situations where it's like he was very aware of what was going on. He just couldn't convert off of a lot of the hits he was getting.
And to go off of that too, Priest was also super aware when stuff wasn't gonna work for him. Like I think maybe like 3 or so hits were Pony trying to like finish off a confirm, and then missiles coming down and Priest just being ready with buttons, or knowing that Pony was going to come in and then do something into the shield, and Priest was right there ready to press buttons immediately to take advantage of the situation again. So
I think that's the thing you have to do as a missiles player, is you have to be ready to like, all right, it's my turn again. Like in the middle of a combo, it's like, oh, the missiles are coming, they're not realizing it. And the other thing too with Pony is kind of weird seeing, because he seemed like he knew how to fight against MODOK and how to.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
like they have MODOKs in Mexico. They have a decent amount of MODOKs in Mexico, but it was like he was prepared to fight MODOK a specific way, and Priest probably played better than the Modocs that he's used to playing against. Maybe.
There's a specific part where he clipped Modoc, but the Dorito was like behind Modoc, so he did Zero's teleport around the Dorito, and like he crossed. Yeah, you saw that, right? And there was another like instance where like there was the Dorito, and then Modoc was like a normal jump height, and he the dude dead ass. He just did forward, like he just did hard kick, and he just threw him off the Dorito. I was like, yo, what?
Yo, I remember that. Yeah, that was super far too.
I mean, like in playing around the Dorito too, even Angelic did something where he was like sped up Wolverine, and he did Berserker Slash right before the Dorito shield came out, and then he was able to get the confirm off of it too. So, like a lot of people playing around that, but still having issues fighting it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Priest is a guy that I wish if Priest, I just wish we had him the whole time. Where would he be? I don't know how long he's been playing. Like if he had been like doing what he's doing now the whole time. First of all, he also changed his hair color again. I don't know what's up with that. It used to be white. And he looks super anime.
That Quicksilver.
Yeah, that was tight. Bring that back. But I'm like,
we need all our Modoc players because we need Priest and we need Punisher back. We need both of those to do.
We also if only we could just have the game for 3 more years. Who knows how long the game's gonna keep pumping? But where will he be? What will he be doing with Modoc? We've talked about Theory Modoc a zillion times, and he's playing such a good team for it, and he's obviously got the skill for it. He just needs to learn a little bit more, and maybe who knows where he'll be by Evo 2017. Honestly, I don't know. He could be one of the big guys, but
I mean, if we're talking about potential, we gotta talk about RyanLV because he has definitely lived up to said potential, right?
Well, we'll talk all about RyanLV. He's literally the third segment of this show, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
We've got a lot to say about Ryan, and I'm very excited to talk about him. But yeah. Otherwise, I think Priest is the other guy talking about potential-wise, who's the big star of that top 8. Also, just shout out to the bros. I like that so much. And Angelic said he went to SCR to party. He didn't want to go 0-2, and he got 4th place. So, hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Shout out to Angelic. Pat yourself on the back. He said he didn't get to practice. I believe him, even though he's a liar. He usually streams a lot, and he hasn't been able to do it. So 4th place, not bad. Anybody else? Anything on SCR that's not RyanLV? Because boy, are we going to talk RyanLV.
Shout outs to Killer Kai.
Yeah, shout outs to the Killer Eyes, Killer Kai. 3rd. Like I said, my friend said if Evo goes to 2018 with Marvel, he's going to win because he's going to keep practicing and he never goes away.
What did you think about his switch? So he was running his normal Zero Virtual.
Yeah, he switched to Strider.
Swapping between Strider and Taskmaster like he normally does. He normally swaps those two. But switching the order against Chris, and I think he started Virgil.
Yeah, he did. And, he also tried to play the Strider variant against Ryan, and Ryan
was punishing Strider
so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think Killer Bod. I like that. I like it when he sticks to his stuff, his order, and he makes it work. It's very simple, very clean. Marquee of Killer Kai hits his loops. So I like it when he sticks to what he knows and what he's the best at, personally.
I just wish he would have took off his shirt earlier.
Well, he said he didn't. He said he didn't have enough meter for it, man. He said
if he would have took it off after the first game, the first game he lost and it was super close. Second game was a blow up. He got happy birthday and it was over quick. Then he took his jacket off. I was like, damn.
Yeah, everybody started hyping up.
Game, it took off his jacket. Then if he lost close to the second game, took off his shirt, he would have.
And then he won and he took off his pants.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the problem. Is he can't oversell his gimmick too soon. He's gotta. Whenever he took the jacket off, literally half the crowd stood up and started screaming. That was crazy because everybody thought he was gonna take his shirt off. But shout out to Killer Kai showing restraint. He's gonna save that. I don't know if he's going to Canada Cup. I didn't write his name down. But if he ends up out there, maybe the brisk Canadian fall, he'll let it out. But Anything else, guys, on SCR?
I wanted to shout out Las Vegas in general for being the Chris G killers.
Yeah,
So
really.
Chris G came into top 8 in losers, and he lost to Traw.
To Traw, yes.
Yeah, he's a ZMC player from that area, and he's been known to like actually have a lot of really clutch victories against top players. Like I believe
famously.
He's beaten Cloud 805 in teams. He's beaten Chris G just now. Like clearly formidable enough to take down top players. Like once again, can't sleep on ZMC players, man. Fuck.
Always, and also he's very efficient and optimal. So if you want to be a ZMC player, that's the best way to do it. We'll talk Flux also going to Canada Cup. We didn't see Cloud, which sucks.
Sad.
Yeah, like I was saying, like
RyanLV.
We didn't
and
see
Chris.
Paradigm.
scissors, dude. It's rock paper scissors. It's Cloud loses to Chris but beats Ryan.
That's what
Ryan beats Chris but loses to Cloud, and then Chris beats Cloud but loses to Ryan.
It's interesting. It's an interesting.
We didn't
dynamic.
see Paradigm. We didn't see
No,
Paradigm.
Diggums. What happened?
Where the hell was Digger?
He was at work apparently.
At
Wow.
work.
That's super surprising to hear because, like, let me tell you, that is probably the most devoted man to Marvel I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He drives 4 hours out of his way to attend weeklies. This man has been to like every major year after year after year, and he misses his home turf major. Dang, dude.
I don't get it either. That
No
dude.
SBK.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm not a SoCal local, dude.
Yeah, but fair enough. We'll give you a pass.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask why you weren't there, but I just assumed you were working. We're all
I'm
working
busy,
now.
dude.
Ain't nobody making their paychecks off this game, so you gotta
Yeah, preach.
get out there.
Priorities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Not to say that it won't happen later, but we're just on some different stuff.
There's
right
more
now, that's
events
all.
coming. There's a lot more to come. So
Yeah, like this shit's not going anywhere.
It's
As
not.
long as you're willing to play fight, it's like don't stress about it. I'm clearly not.
yeah, it's fine. And shout out to SCR. I was gonna play the Ryan versus Chris G footage, but I'm gonna save that for our later segment on Chun-Li, RyanLV. But shout out to SCR. Again, twitch.tv/leveluplive if you want to catch the VOD. I'm sure they're gonna put it up on YouTube eventually. It's not up yet. Definitely support the native channel. Go and scoop that footage, and I encourage you to watch the whole top 8 because it was really good. A lot of great players in it. Ponies, again, super fun to watch. I do have another shout out. Marcus, join me with this. Southeast Asia Major. I happened to wake up really early in the morning and watch the Marvel tournament. Super early in the morning, and this boy Birdie, I have to talk about him because I was talking to him on Twitter too. I'm so glad I found him on Twitter because he's the man. Second place at this tournament. I don't even remember who got first. Honest to God.
I'll pull up I got the results here.
Get the results. Birdie, second place, and killed so many players in the top 8.
It was 7110.
Oh yeah, Japanese player. 7110.
All right, I got it. So first place is 7110 playing full schedules team, Viper Doom Amy. Birdie second place playing Akuma, Beautiful Joe Hager.
So nasty.
God,
so
yeah.
nasty.
And then third place is Anton Castilla, Zero Doom Virgil. Fourth place is Haruto, Strider Virgil Akuma. Tied for fifth, KX Hulk. He played KBR's team in Magnum Virgil. And then Abigail, the Tron Thor She-Hulk. And then
Who Birdie beat bad.
Yeah, tied for seventh is Angel. It's Nova Strange Spencer and Firebrand Iron Man Strange.
Yeah.
And then Andrew plays Firebrand Doom Scroll. So
Okay.
good variety.
Yeah, I mean so the top 8 was insane, first of all. And if you want to talk about, because I'm doing it, Birdie, Beautiful Joe, Akuma Hager, but started Akuma against the Zero May Cry player he beat. Just some of the nastiest stuff I've ever seen. If you could ever imagine what Marvel vs. Capcom 3 looks like grown on the island of Guam, this is it. That's where he's from. And he plays just the nastiest style. that I've ever seen, and
I just want to say, like,
you have to watch it.
Before people are like, yo, the Asia players, they don't play that much. Yo, Anton Castilla, that's the guy that got third at Manila Cup, right? And then you have Ab again, which is just always ridiculous. And then he was the other guy that he beat. Like, that guy is just ridiculous. And the way he was playing Akuma,
Oh my god,
he has no fear.
oh my god.
And then with Hagar, like, he was just running away, and then when you least expect it, he just like launches you into the air. Like, I was just like,
incredible
what is
set
this guy
play
doing?
too.
Yes.
Incredible set play. The Akuma movement was
He had
like
a ridiculous. Was it him that had the ridiculous Akuma combos?
yes, with the shocking pink assist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the other dude had the Akuma Strider Virgil, or the Strider.
Yeah.
Is it
Strider
Strider?
Akuma
He had a
Virgil.
sick combo too, using Rapid Slash and then using it to help set a reset up.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but
yeah.
Birdie, you said and he was taking advantage of Akuma's walk speed in the beginning of the game, and just basically going in with no fear because he had Hager behind him.
No
but he
fear.
has like the best walk speed in the game too.
That was incredible. Like, okay, so he's playing the Zero May Cry, and he's playing all these people. He's playing Abigail and stuff. He takes Akuma, like the fastest walk speed in the game, I imagine. And you cannot get away from him at the start of the match, at the 99 second. Every character, he just walked straight into their face, no fear, and just went nuts with Hager assist and stuff. And like, if it was uppercut, light uppercut, it comboed. If it was such and such, jump confirm, it comboed. I mean, like, literally just the most nasty stuff. And he was using the demon flips and was going nuts, and literally was playing Marvel 2. Like, he would use the speed of Akuma, just get underneath you and call Hager and like ruin your pizza cutter or your jump S, or with Morgan, like whatever it was. He clobbered Abe again. 3-0, like he clobbered him. And I mean, like, really. And the set play on incoming was insane. So I don't have enough. There's definitely footage. You can find it on YouTube, I'm sure. I wish I could remember the stream. I don't even, like, I just bumped into it. I can't recommend going and watch the top 8 of Southeast Asia.
we were all like blowing up in our little Facebook
our group chat. Yeah. Yeah, we were hype as hell in our because Marcus and I were watching it, and gosh, I wish, if Marcus, could you find the link? Can you Google it and see if you can find the link?
Yeah, hold up. It's
We'll put the link in the channel, and I'll put it in the description of the upload when we put this on YouTube. But cannot recommend the top 8 of Southeast Asia Major enough. Oh yeah, Beast Apoc. That's right. Twitch.tv/Beast APAC. APAC. Apoc. That was amazing. I cannot recommend enough. And big shouts to Birdie, the homie from Guam. My new favorite Marvel player, as I famously say. Great job. Anything else before we hit Canada Cup, guys? Any special shout outs you want to get out just because? Shout out to Birdie, man. You're amazing. Let's talk Canada Cup. Canada Cup, big tournament. Probably, arguably, one of the biggest tournaments in the world. Certainly Canada's biggest tournament, correct? Surely. Huge international presence every year. A lot of Marvel this year. Unfortunately, I could not get the stream that it's going to be on. I think they have an in-house stream. It's like Canada Cup Gaming or something. I don't know if Marvel's going to be on that. I don't know where it's going to be shown, but that is October 28th through October 30th. So that's the end of this month. And just some of the guys here real quick that I'm going to let you know are going to be there. Ray, big guy. Or big guy. Justin, big guy. K-Brad, big guy. Ramasama. Shout out to Aeonian in the chat, and Canadian native, if I'm correct. SJ, another hometown Canadian hero. Escalante of New York. Bottle of Mo, Spider-Man player from Cali. Am I right?
Originally Georgia.
Right. Of course, but now in Cali. Broshadian, another Spider-Man player. They've been talking some jive, so that's good. Raid, are you going?
I'm going, yeah.
Yeah,
Last
you're
minute.
going. Yeah. So we will have Marvel Live staff insiders there in the building. We've also got twitch.tv/Canada Cup. So I don't know if it's going to be on that stream or not, but
So wait, we'll have like a best Spider-Man money match, and maybe a best Phoenix Wright money match.
But they've already played a money match though.
Again.
Yeah, and I won.
Again. Also, shout outs to iHeart Justice, who obviously will be there. Courtesy of Ionian, I believe, who helped hook that up. So again,
Yo,
shout out to Aeonian.
Ionian is helping everyone go. He helped me go. That guy is an angel. He sucks, but he's the best.
Aeonian, buddy. Aeonian, buddy. Those words do not represent Marvel Live, the viewpoints of Marvel Live.
Yo, wait, is Chris and Champ going?
I didn't see their names. I looked at the player attendee list, and that shows like who's registered for Marvel 3 so far. They're not registered, but you know that they like to late reg, you know, just show up and drop their name. So I don't know if Champ or Chris is going to be there, but Flux will be there as well. There were some other guys as well. Pretty stacked tournament. And shout out to Aeonian for helping everybody out. Canada Cup is a storied tournament. This is big. B, is he going to be playing? I didn't see him.
Why wouldn't he be?
I didn't see him.
That dude was last year's champion.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like, he's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Huge hometown hero, super hype player. I would say probably I would say is the first best player in Canada.
Easily.
Anyway. And second,
Easily.
I would say
Who else?
SJ is really good. I don't know if you ever
SJ
played
is
SJ. He's nasty.
I know
Yeah.
him.
SG's good. SG's very good.
I would say he's probably second, but even then, I think B is like boom. I mean, he's proven it in high stakes money matches and tournaments and team tournaments. Name any way to do it, B's done it. I hope to see him there. I didn't see him in the list, but I also wasn't looking. Shouts to him. The Bro Shadian, Bottle of Mo, Spider-Man off. Is that a money match official? Do we have that?
I don't know what's up with Spider-Man players that are always money matching each other.
They are. My friend Airborne money matched Mame Spider for $100 and got beat 10-0. 10-0 squashed. But they do that. They all cannibalize each other. There was also there's Escalante, I think, is trying to hook up $50 against somebody. I don't remember. There's a ton of money matches.
He was going to play Tayson, but I don't think Tayson is going to. I think that's at NEC.
Oh, that's NEC. That's right. Tayson NEC. Okay, sorry.
That'll be good.
I just want to say one thing. There's a 1,200 capacity for the people that can like actually attend the event, like the venue. If you're planning on going, pre-reg now because I think they're like 100, like they're like 200 people away from like capping and just nobody else is gonna be able to like get in.
No space.
If you're a Marvel player and you want to go to Canada Cup, hit me up. You know, we'll try to make it work. But just if you're going pre-reg, like don't wait until the 24th. Do it now. You know.
And also, totally unrelated to that. Oh, Canada Cup's in 9 days, so definitely pre-reg anyways. Because if you're thinking about going, don't be the dude who shows up and just like drops your name in the hat. That's awful. Angelic, is that match really happening? He says Justin versus Cosmos 1500 at NEC. This is obviously not related to Canada Cup, but is that really happening? Let me know, because there's a lot of rumor and speculation about that. I'm not sure it's really happening. I saw Prodigy was making an open challenge to anybody who wants to money match him. Just anybody.
Oh man, that's gonna be sick. Cause I remember
Prodigy's the man. Go Hassan. Let it rip.
When I money matched Cosmos at NEC last year, I lost. And I remember when I came back and I talked to Justin, Justin was like, I'm so mad you lost.
Yeah?
So, yeah. So, see, if this does happen, it's like seeing, like, the hero take avenge me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, Justin's definitely in for a run for his money because Cosmos is very good. Cosmos is very good. And I'm very concerned about what Justin will decide to pick.
Yeah, right? Well, is he going to go with the Virgil, you think? Or you think
probably. I mean, the Wolverine matchup's such a wash, yo. Like, don't...
Well, Angelic says, he says, I hear Justin said yeah, because it's 2 weeks after Capcom Cup, so it's enough to practice. Again, more hearsay. Here, you know, who knows? But that makes me think Wolverine. If he's like gonna practice, he's gonna practice Wolverine.
No, if anything, he's gonna practice that booty Virgil because there's no practice in there.
I don't know.
It's a much better matchup.
Does he win? Does he win either way?
Oh.
Do you think so? All right. Camera's back on me. I'm loading the gun. That means it's coming. Under the gun, Tassif. Justin Wong or Cosmos in the first to 10 for 1,500 smacks. Who wins? You have to pick one. Justin?
Justin.
Marcus, under the gun. Smacks. Who gets them?
Cosmos.
Cosmos wins. Jonas, under the gun. Split the decision here. Who wins?
Fire the gun.
Fire the Bang! That means I get 2
I'll
votes.
take it.
Justin wins. Bang bang. That's 3-1. So I think
Look,
in a long set.
for real. I don't want to like get anyone but her, but listen, Cosmos is a good Morgan player, you know, and I respect that he plays and he keeps that alive, but it's Justin Wong, you know, like
Okay. Yeah.
and he has 2 weeks to practice, and Justin, I don't, you know, I don't want to like, I think Justin, yeah, I mean, if Cosmos proves me wrong, because okay, this is what I'm thinking of, like, okay, obviously Justin, he's playing Street Fighter 5, and like that's cool and all, but Cosmos has been sticking to the game, and like from one side I want to see Cosmos win, but from the other side it's like I don't know if he can do it, you know. I mean, I like the guy, but I don't know if he can be Justin, like full power Justin.
I'm get everything you're saying, and I know not to, you know, I wouldn't actually bet on this, but
wait, before you finish, Marcus, a on the record Justin hater. Go on.
On the record, Justin hater, what?
Go ahead.
I'm the only person that is dumb enough to bet against him. How about let's put it like that?
Okay, all right.
But like Cosmos has been playing, and I mean, money is the motivation for Justin, and I think Cosmos wants to prove something, you know, like.
Yeah.
So I think I want to see Cosmos win. I think it'd be hyper if he wins. I think people are going to discredit if he wins, though. You know, Justin hasn't been playing. Like, I don't think it really matters what Justin does. He's going in with no pressure. I think Cosmos has all the pressure going into this. So.
And Justin is the king of preying on pressure. But.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Cosmos is really freaking good. Like, he is consistently undersold, undervalued, underrated. I don't know. I don't know. I do think it's first to 10. It's Justin Wong. He's going to practice. If it happens, I'm still not convinced it's even going to happen.
Who does he practice against? He practices against Chris, right?
Yeah, presumably.
Do you think him and Cosmos and Chris play enough that? I mean, obviously Justin's going to figure stuff out, but do you think they play similarly enough?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think if you get to practice against Chris G, that is pretty good. Like, I mean.
Yeah.
Cosmos,
and Justin Wong, they're going to figure out stuff. They're going to watch footage and all that stuff, right? Like,
yeah.
Who does Cosmos practice against?
Wolverine. I don't know.
I thought you said he's playing Virgil.
Oh well. Javi, I guess. I don't know. Very far apart playstyles, but shout outs to Javi baby, wins Marvel or Where's Marvel. What they just changed the name to, Jonas? The Where's Marvel guys?
Gaming Abroad.
Gaming Abroad. That's right.
Yes. They're gonna start streaming. They're gonna start streaming on Twitch under Game Abroad. Yes.
That's sick. But yeah, back to the money match that is probably not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. I think Justin wins.
Somebody said win rich. Practice against win rich.
Win rich.
Yo, don't.
Is he still around? Is he doing his thing? I don't know, man.
I mean, it doesn't even matter because when you forget about him, he strikes.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be playing in the money match, so not worried about him. I don't necessarily know that he's that great prep, but I don't know. Anyways, that is definitely not Canada Cup, just to let everybody know. That is potentially going down to NEC, which is December, November, 2 weeks after Canada Cup. So it's like mid-November. That'll be a great event. We'll cover that. We have a show on the 1st, so we'll cover that, not this Tuesday, or not tonight, but we'll be back in a couple weeks for that. I really want to hit this Chun-Li. Can we talk about this Chun-Li? Can everybody...
Let's do it.
Chun-Li and Marvel, you're talking about Street Fighter 5.
Are we ready to talk about Chun-Li and Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
This is the year of Chun-Li, dude.
All right.
Shout outs.
All right. Hold on. We have to start this with a tweet. And this is a tweet that came from Mr. Angel Miguel. Beautiful. He says, doesn't matter how you look at it, the Evo champ was beaten by Chun on point. Pro players only know how to beat top tier characters.
Oh, that's Achilles. That's the guy I play with the most. That's,
okay.
We said Angel Miguel. That's Achilles.
Okay. So I'll let you start then. Well, no, hold on. Let's say this. Chun-Li, interesting character. Making waves now, pretty much invisible the rest of the time. Does she move the tier list at all? Winning. Does RyanLV, I want to ask this question first. Does RyanLV winning adjust the tier list at all for Chun-Li? And consider his team. Do you consider it an A tier team? S tier team? What do you think?
Okay. Well, can I go in for just a second?
Go in.
Yeah,
Go
All right.
on in.
So yeah, Malice is godlike in the chat. Echoes my sentiments exactly. Chun-Li is not about to do any work unless there's a Morgan or Morgan and Phoenix on there. I think those two characters.
It's a team game.
Yeah, I know it's a team game, but we're talking about Chun-Li, right? So I mean, we could argue that Chun-Li has an option to deal with a lot of these characters, but you have to play these characters. So how much does that speak to Chun-Li as a character overall?
Well, is she beating the world champ with his team?
Okay, now if you were to say, imagine if instead of Chun-Li, that RyanLV was really good at the Dormammu strategy that the F champ picked.
No.
Think about it though. Because what's winning here? Chun-Li is not OCVing the teams. Chun-Li is not beating them. It is Morgan and Phoenix.
No. Marcus, take him to task. Tell him about what Chun-Li's doing.
She's like the ultimate battery, dude.
I know. I give you that. No, she works perfectly.
She's the only one that can do that.
And she's the only one that she can do it. Yeah, yes. She's not the same as Dormammu. I completely agree with you there.
I was telling KP, I think she's maybe strategy-wise what she's capable of doing, like a top 3 anti-Phoenix or anti-Morgan character. With her fireballs, they go basically 1-on-1 with each other, so she can deal with Morgan on the ground better than most characters can because she can just keep poking, and it's just fireball for fireball, And then the fact that he's running Morgan behind him, he can just, triple jump, air legs up, get hit by missiles, reset everything, air legs up. And he doesn't have to deal with anything. So she's like the ultimate stall character and make you grow impatient. And I was telling him that Ryan actually used to play Magneto, and I want to say it was like Magneto Morgan Chun.
Yeah.
And I think Magneto Morgan Phoenix could work, but it would not be nearly as good as with Chun. And I think that is huge for him. I think that he gets by a lot with people not being familiar with the Chun matchup. There was a situation where he had Killer Kai in the corner. Killer Kai blocked legs, the spinning bird kick, and then he tried to punish, and then Ryan just invincible supered him, and Killer Kai just got put on tilt after that. But Chun is what makes that team work, there's nobody else, maybe besides Terry, but I don't even think Terry's Morgan is as strong as Ryan's, and Ryan is essentially playing Morgan solo. I know he uses fireball assist.
Chun-Li assist is mad good with her.
I agree. Yeah. But what I'm saying is we all sit here.
Okay, that's Chun-Li doing work. By the way,
sit here and say Morgan Strider or Morgan Doom are the way to play Morgan, and he's not doing either of those and being just as effective, if not more, than the people that are playing the optimal Morgan shells.
Yeah. No.
Chun
Okay.
is
So
huge for him.
Let me amend this. Let me amend my statement then, because I completely agree with you. If you're gonna play this Morgan Phoenix strategy where you stall to get Phoenix, Chun-Li, based on how he's been doing it, RyanLV is definitely the best character to do that. She has the most air mobility options to be able to stay in the air at a height that you can't mess with. You brought up Magneto before, right? He can get up to the top of the screen and do 3 spinning bird kicks to get up higher and still do that again after he gets hit by missiles. No, he eventually comes down. But
that is exclusive to Chun-Li.
So
exclusive.
She is definitely really good at this strategy, right? But still, at the end of the day, what is winning? What is doing the damage?
It's a team. It's a team.
His game plan is this: it's stall out with Chun to build bar for Phoenix and let Phoenix win the game. That's how.
No, it's not even just Phoenix either, because Morgan plays a huge part in how he wins. He gets a meter lead. He usually gets up to 5 bars. He usually snaps.
Solo though, dude. It's Morgan with Chun.
Yeah, Morgan with Chun and whatever. No, but my point being is that it's not just Phoenix. It's not just Morgan.
Okay.
It's not just Chun. It's Chun-Li making the other two parts of it really, 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 really work together.
Real quick, because this is something I was talking to Marcus and Jonas about before we started. Rusty Shackelford.
Who?
Rusty
yeah.
Shackelford.
Don't even say who, because that dude.
Okay.
Mad damage.
Okay. Amy, Morgan, Phoenix, correct?
Oh yeah. That
All
guy.
right. So similar strategy. Character that is decidedly less mobile than Chun-Li. He was very successful. A lot of people swear by him. Tassif, you immediately start bumping for him. We just said his name. Viscant swears by him. A lot of stream monsters swear by him. He's very good, very strong. Not nearly as successful as Ryan. Also, I think, and this is an example of someone trying to do the exact same thing but with a different character. Chun-Li, because she is so overwhelmingly defensive, so overwhelmingly run away. And by the way, for everybody who kind of downplays that as, I don't know, as, oh, he ran away for however many seconds and then won with Morgan and Phoenix or whatever, or, oh yeah, he's the best at running away from the top players or whatever. Dude, Muhammad Ali is literally like the most famous boxer of all time. And that's...
KP just cut out.
Yo, KP, you
cut out. You cut out.
What's that?
Yeah,
you cut out, dude.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is that you can't take it away from him because it's runaway. Like that's a skill. Like that is running away and defense and like avoiding.
It's not even just running away either.
No, it's a lot, and he's also.
What if instead of Chun-Li, you played MODOK? MODOK more than Phoenix?
No, because here's why. Here's why. Really quickly, and I'm going to throw this back out to you guys because I don't have a whole lot more to say about this. Chun-Li is essential, and that is not only because of the movement. That TAC Infinite, whenever he goes into it, is so painfully bad at killing. I mean, it's like Dante levels of bad. And it builds...
It's not Dante level, but close.
I know, but it's very close. And it's almost better that it's not that bad, you know, because he has less chance to fuck it up. Excuse me. But, you know, that's essential. That character gives him so much more leeway to make a mistake and still, you know, perform. And I don't know. I think 100% Chun-Li is essential to what Ryan does. I don't buy the argument that you could do it with another character and shine.
No, you can't do it. You can't do this strategy with any other character. No. I completely agree. And we're talking about more before, Jonas, you were saying. Yeah. The biggest issue is that you can't really get up to that height consistently and still call your assist.
No, absolutely.
So okay. Just for the chat, what is exactly RyanLV doing with his assists in the air?
He's able to triple jump and use specials and not super jump, so he's still able to call his assist. That's the biggest reason why it works.
Yeah, and he can call that Morgan assist very reliably. I think now this is part of the. I'm gonna pull up the tweets that was.
And when he gets hit by missiles, then he resets his air actions, so he can go
all his air actions.
And so another meter assist
and triple jump again, and still call his assist because he has a super jump.
So it's better not to call missiles in that matchup, right?
Right, but it's a vertical character, so like it's very hard. Like that's the point.
No, it's okay. Let me educate y'all.
And talk about Strider.
Have y'all played him?
No, I've not played him.
Okay, none of y'all played him, right?
No.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I played him at West Coast Warzone. Granted, a while ago. Still, when he was very much a big threat, right? And not necessarily near to the level that he's at now. He's definitely leveled up. But when I played him, I relied on the sole logic that what goes up must come down. I have jam session. I'm not about to call that on him when he's a super jump height because he can get hit on purpose and then still get hit. I waited for that dude to come down, put him in block stun because she doesn't have good buttons coming down, and that Chun-Li got opened up very consistently. Just wait for her to come down and be ready to do something about it.
That was on Twitter.
Now, let me go ahead and say I got bopped, right? I think we played like 30 games. Score was like something 20-8 or something like that. But of those 8 games I won, 6 of those were perfects because at any time I got to be able to snapping Jean. If I didn't get the mix-up outright, she was able to Phoenix Rage into Astral Vision, push me full screen, and I eventually lose because I have a bad matchup against Morgan. So my point being is that, like, if against RyanLV's team, it's super important that you have good options and good answers to Phoenix with 5 bars and Morgan. Some people in the Twitter or on Twitter in that conversation were talking about specifically how if you are going to try and play against RyanLV, you have to have a game plan where you're assuming basically that Phoenix has 5 bars.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good answer for that, you can't. Yeah. Because the snapping strategy doesn't even work anymore. Like my number one way of dealing with Phoenix, and I fought Phoenix for years and years and years and years, and I've done fairly well against a lot of them, every which way. But when I played against RyanLV, the fact that you can DHC from Phoenix Rage, which is invincible, into Astral Vision, completely negated my strategy. And that also speaks to the level of player that RyanLV is. I don't think I've ever come across a player who is more prepared than he is. He makes that weird team of sorts.
Bro, he rocked the boat.
Because you aren't ready to... He knows how to adapt and choose what strategy to pick in pretty much every instance.
I think, like, because this is a team game, so eventually, like, you judge the team, you know, as a team. Like, Zero May Cry, we judge it as a pretty great team. Morgan Doom Virgil, we judge it as a pretty great team. Kane Blue River, we don't judge him by how good Hacker is, we judge him by Kane Blue River's team. I'm talking RyanLV's team. You know, we have now, this is because this is a new matchup for most people. This is not something that people have had a lot of chance to expose themselves to. There's a lot of proposed answers online. On the Twitter conversation, you know, you ran into success doing it this way. Other people have to do it another way. Punishing Morgan assist is obviously going to be something that you're going to have to pay attention to, which is very hard.
I disagree completely. Don't do that. You're just giving her more bar.
Okay, there you go.
Stop.
I mean, if you assume that she's going to have Phoenix, which I think we all are, like, if you kill Morgan, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Phoenix gonna have 5 bars coming in anyways. You know, you're at least taking away the option for her to do Phoenix Rage into Astral.
It's funny because we're talking about the matchup, knowing the matchup, but Chris G actually played Chun-Li for a good part of the
Yeah. But I think it's different too.
So he knows the matchup, and it's still
that's not
hard for him.
You can't say that he knows the matchup because, as we said, it is a team game. The way that Chris G played Chun-Li with the Chun-Li X23 Shinko team is vastly different from the way RyanLV plays. Vastly different.
Yeah. And then one thing I will say too is you were talking about Chun is like having Chun come down and not call missiles. I think that a lot of times when we watch them play against each other, we have tons of matches and evidences. Ryan is content with playing the ground game until Astral Vision happens. So, like, a lot of times what happens is Chris is fighting from a meter deficit every time they play against each other. Like, Ryan is just killing the fact, like, he kills basically Chris for using Astral. And I think that maybe, I don't know how much success he's had, but maybe starting Virgil would be a little bit better. And then letting Morgan build up some bar for him so he can go basically assist call for assist call with Ryan so he has more bar in order to play his game. Because a lot of times it's like Ryan has 4 bars and Chris has 0. Then as soon as Chris gets a bar, he goes to Astral.
When Phoenix comes out, if Chris could have 3 or 4 or 5 stocks of meter put away, that's big. But that's such an unconventional approach. I mean, and even think about who's the most successful Phoenix player of all time? Champ. And he plays Morgan Doom Phoenix. Even that team is not guaranteed Phoenix.
Mag Doom Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Mag Doom Phoenix. That team is not guaranteed Phoenix.
No.
Like, that is not a guarantee. And here we are saying that RyanLV's team, you go into the fight assuming he has Phoenix.
You have to, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
how good is that?
Strong.
That's insane.
My favorite part about his team is, like, every character plays a different position for it, like a different role. So you have the runaway with Chun, and then you have the keep away with Morgan, and then you have the go in with Phoenix. You know, like he'll set traps and he plays it really patient. And I think he plays Phoenix. I think his Phoenix is really, really good. Like I think that's like a super underrated character on his team. Like a lot of people don't want to see Phoenix do what she does, but I think Ryan is one of the best, if not the best, Phoenix player, and he's really, really solid with all his characters. He's
not even just solid though, he's very unpredictable because he has so much tech. Like, I don't know who's been feeding him all this stuff. I'm pretty sure he comes up with a lot of it himself, but this dude has so much prepared for every variation that he could possibly play his team. That's my big.
When you play a team like that, you have to, you have to come up with all this tech. Like, the most impressive thing about him to me is, like, I don't know much about the Las Vegas scene because they have never been on the map during, like, the rise of this game. But I know players now because of RyanLV, but I'm like, how did he get so good? How did he get so, like, who was there for him,
I mean, there's a decent amount of players. Like, I know that Quackbot specifically, it was one of the players that's been a long-time rival of his. We've seen him get top 8s at a few tournaments.
Straw and Sora and the Nova player.
Yeah.
So, like, I know they have players, but it's like, how did he get to the point where he's at, where he's taking out Chris G consistently, more consistently than anybody has?
His skill is a big. By the way, I've put the match back on, so cameras are off. I've got the match back on, so everybody can see, exactly what we're talking about. He is the second part of that equation is his skill, his execution. That infinite is not easy.
Those infinites.
Infinites.
The Chun-Li infinite, the Morgan up TAC, mid-screen, rock the boat infinite. I mean, the efficiency, the murderous suffocation efficiency of this team. As Godfist puts, I really like this. It's the Hydra team. There's too many heads. Like, you could start hacking, and it's like, you cut off one head, and the other two are, like, supersized now. And it's just like, does anybody have any comments on Chun-Li Anchor, by the way? Because that's also a matchup you have to learn.
I've lost to that a couple of times on Xbox Live. It's scary when you see, like, Chun-Li just doing spinning bird kick all red and stuff super fast, and she just confirms it to death. It's something different.
Huge
super low dash, and then it crosses up with certain buttons. And
I want to go ahead and amend your statement though. The Chun-Li Infinite is not that hard. Stream, if you want to learn it, you can learn it. Don't think it's some, like, ungodly thing that RyanLV is capable of doing. Now, if we're talking about those Morrigan Infinites, that's a completely different story. God, when he did the mid-screen one that kept side switching, that was like, oh my god, I've never seen that before in my life. Good shit.
Doom TAC Infinites, like, he's just so consistent. Like, I would say what you want about Chun-Li Infinite, it's still an Infinite. Like, it's still, like, a super absurdly repetitive motion that takes a good long time to kill, and, like, he never drops it. He never drops it, like, ever. I mean, literally ever. Not that I've seen it.
He did drop it in the tournament, though.
I know, but, like, yeah, exactly.
Where he landed, he was
very consistent.
I like how he's negating the fireballs
with Chun-Li's fireballs. And
Phoenix if you play the ground game with Chun-Li, Morgan versus Chun, she never has to block a fireball.
And you gotta have, like...
So Chris has to go in Astral, and as soon as he goes in Astral, Ryan goes up in the air.
Okay.
Either that or Chris has to go in. And that's, like, probably the big adjustment that he wasn't necessarily comfortable making, because you need to go in there. And Chun-Li doesn't necessarily have great anti-Morgan shell kicking, her ass off.
Does anybody...
She doesn't have anti-airs.
Does anybody notice a significant flaw in RyanLV? Okay. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, if you think about it, like, even really great.
I mean, he's a top level player.
Look.
Okay, go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, Ray.
I think it's really good, but it's also, we need to come up with a way to not let her do that, because did you guys see Ramasama's match against RyanLV?
Mm-hmm.
It went 3-2 to Phoenix. It was, like, really close, and I'm like, in my mind, that's not supposed to happen, because Ramasama's team, as we all know, is not that. It shouldn't be that good against RyanLV's team. So if there must be something. And
well, actually, literally, I'll let you go on, but Angelic tweeted and said, "I told Ramasama exactly what to do." I don't know what he said.
Yeah, I'm talking to Ramasama, like, right now on Facebook, and he's just like, I had a strategy. I just had control of the whole match. I think he was just rushing that down, you know? You can't really play the Sony game against a character that can just fly away up there. You just need to like not let, just don't let her get away, you know? And just steamroll it. That would be my I don't know strategy, I guess.
Well, I mean that's easier said than done. Like I mean that makes sense. Just kill it. Like just like what Tassif said. Just kill Chun-Li and then mix it up and get out. But
you can't even do that consistently though.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
If he's able to block, he gets just the DHC out, and that's super cheap if you don't have a prepared matchup for Morgan and Astral at full screen with the defensive assist that is Chun-Li.
It's so sick. He's just trading the fireballs like straight up. He's just like
someone in the chat, Base7, shouts to Florida. You know,
yeah, he did mention the pattern.
CEO. Yeah, if you do fireball, fly S, you get way faster fireballs on the ground. That's something Chris.
Yeah, but then he's just gonna leave.
No, that's not true. I mean, if he leaves, then he's doing that and he's not having to use Astral to make him go up in the air for it.
Yeah, but my point is, I think he's doing the fireballs in reaction to what Chris is doing. So, like, I feel like if he just switched that pattern, then he would just leave. Like,
but it's still leaving's way better than what's.
I mean, I guess
he's at a stalemate. It really is, because only time Ryan in this set has ever tried to jump was when Astral Vision's actually activated. So you can make him jump. You can make him do something and go up and eventually come back down without having to waste bar.
Yeah, but you're still playing Morgan, and it's like, I don't know. I mean,
what does
she's
that mean?
good.
Morgan's ridiculous.
Dude, I'm just saying, I'm seeing an ass whooping, and he did it in undefeated. He beat him in grand finals and undefeated as well.
No, he didn't. Chris G won that.
Did he?
Yes, I got
it. But it was like
it was really close. It was literally last game, last round. But yeah, so don't even.
All right, well I won't, but it's happening now, and now he's the champ, and Chris wasn't the champ and undefeated. So I don't know, man. Like,
Chris was the champ and undefeated.
Wasn't undefeated before Evo?
Do you play this game?
Man, I don't know. I retired. Y'all brought me back. Y'all dug me up out of the grave. I didn't ask for this. I love the fact that they zoomed in on Chris's face while he was getting Chun-Li infinited for like 30 seconds.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yo, what is that? I'm looking at it on the stream. It's just
that was super cheap. That cross-up mix-up he did, that was
nasty.
Messed up. Yeah, no, his incomings with Morgan is actually particularly, which doesn't really make sense. That's also a big weakness that Chris has, because you notice near the end of the set, he also tried to snap in Phoenix, but nothing happened.
Base in the chat says the Ryan circle jerk is way too strong. I think you need to relax. This dude is super sick, and I don't have any problem saying that he's super sick, bro.
Vu told me what he did going into the matchup just now. He just said, RyanLV is gonna get Phoenix almost no matter what, unless you hit really early in the match. So at least you gotta go throw that strategy out of the window. You can't snap in Phoenix like that. Also, he has middle build assist. He can attack you when you are in the air. So don't fight in the air. It means it'll be 1v1 against Chun-Li in the air. And Chun-Li wins that matchup. I only really attacked around normal jump where I know the attack will connect, either hit or block, back with an assist. And I felt some aggression at any time, I would lariat. The only thing with RyanLV and his typing. But yeah, that is also my strategy. Like, you shouldn't just like fight on that normal jump range, you know? When she comes down, you just gotta wait. This is something I swear I don't remember who told me, but in Marvel, any matchup is good for you when the other person is falling down from super jump height.
Yeah.
So as long as you can just land that hit, it'll be like in your favors. And Chun, you're gonna have a lot of it won't be that hard to catch her falling down because that's her strategy. Her strategy is just jump, land, jump again, you know. So you just gotta wait, pick your spot, and just pop that, you know. In my opinion, it's good, but it's not like meta groundbreaking. I don't think Chun-Li is like S tier or anything like that. It's just a strategy that we haven't really seen before. And RyanLV is good, you know. It's not that he's gonna win Evo, like maybe he will, but it's not like he beat Chris, but he almost lost to Ramasama, you know. It's like not taking anything away from him, but it's like there should be a gap. There should be a matchup thing that we just don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, are you saying that the Morgan team is not capable of doing that strategy? Like Morgan, I mean,
I feel in this situation it's a bad matchup for Christian's team because Christian's team is supposed to like zone you out and keep you away, and that's what Ryan wants. He wants you to like not go in at him.
That's perfect. Because my last question I want to ask is, who do you think matches best against Ryan right now? If you think that there's somebody that could take Ryan no problem, or maybe not no problem, but could convincingly beat him, who do you put your chips on?
All right, I just want to say a few things. I get like coming down on Ryan coming down into your normals, basically clipping his Chun-Li, but you're like not mentioning the fact that he can come down to calling an assist, and he can easily call Morgan or Phoenix, and you could potentially be running into something that you aren't expecting. So I think you may catch him like one or two times, but I don't think that's like a foolproof strategy, because he can just save his assist call and then come down with Fireball protecting him, basically.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And then the other thing I was going to say is I think it's not a bad matchup I think it's a player matchup. I think this is a bad matchup for Chris G. Like, I think Ryan is beating Chris G. I think Chris G's team is capable of beating Ryan's team. I just think, we have people in the chat say that, Chris G should be doing this firewall pattern instead of that and all these things, and I think Chris G is the most accomplished Marvel player, definitely with this team, but most accomplished Marvel player during the life of this game. But he doesn't play his team the most optimized way, I feel like there are some patterns that people are saying that he could do with Morgan that would be effective, a little bit more effective, and potentially starting Virgil. I do think the meter, like Chris G being stubborn and wasting bar and just basically playing the whole game at a meter deficit is kind of biting him in the butt. And I would like to see him to, just hold on to the bar and see how that match fares out. So I definitely think it's a Chris matchup and not necessarily his team losing against Ryan's team. And as far as beating Ryan, a lot of people are saying Zero May Cry, and I don't think there's a team that just straight up beats this team. I think it's players at this point, and Cloud is the player. He plays Zero May Cry, but I don't think and this is no knock to them, but Flux, I don't see him doing as good as Cloud does against Ryan.
Yeah,
and that's not taking anything away from Flux at all.
That's really interesting. That's a good point. That it's just a player thing. Maybe because Cloud is if he gets in your head, it's over. He's so cerebral, it's not even funny. And he was talking about the Tiger Knee, heavy lightning at the start of the match, and just catching Ryan with that. He was talking about that on Twitter. Maybe it does just take a certain kind of person. Maybe Ryan is this good at playing the defensive game. A really defensive guy like Chris G is just kind of struggling with that. I don't know. I don't like saying Morgan can't do it though.
Listen to us. This is Chun-Li, Morgan, Phoenix. There's really no neutral assist on this. Why are we losing to this? In what we know of the game, this shouldn't win. In what we know of the game,
who are you to say that?
Why
it shouldn't
not?
Win?
Why not?
Yeah. We got to be open to the fact that new strategies like this can win.
No, okay, I know that. I'm not saying it in an offensive manner, but I'm just saying.
Well, it's the opposite of Game Blue River's team.
Yeah, in the game, the way it has developed, it's not. There's no beam assist. There's no there's a lockdown assist, but when Morgan comes out.
But this is when the counter meta comes out. That's the thing. It's exactly. the meta is the beam assist, the projectile assist, and then you have the counter meta team, like Dual Kevin, who is very, very precision. Targets Doom and very.
Even Dual Kevin's team kind of adheres to the neutral meta that the game has developed.
Yeah, but this is the extreme version of that.
If I had to pinpoint it at something, it's that if he runs away once, he already won. That would be my strategy coming at it, but it shouldn't work with everyone else. In my opinion, this team should lose to Zero May Cry solely on the Dante assist.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I can't speak because like I don't compete anymore, and apparently I don't even remember dates anymore. So I could not see myself beating a team like Ryan's. I do think that it's hyper counter meta. It's just like King Blue River, you know, like that team is so counter meta because it's designed to remove the neutral aspect, you know, at the all-in situation. And this is kind of the opposite. It's like removing the neutral aspect at like a maximum avoidance scale. So it's very interesting to see that kind of. I think personally that's the mirror I see, you know, with it whenever I consider Chun-Li.
We're talking about Kim River's team, but even that kind of adheres to the meta because he's just locking you down and mixing you up, which is just
That's
possibly,
Marvel. Yeah.
yeah, that's Marvel, you know. So that's why I'm saying this team is a Marvel. At least it is a Marvel 3. It's just something different, and it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. But even Ramasama, he keeps like he's telling me everything that people told him. I feel like Ryan, he's really good. He has maximized the potential of his team, but now it's our turn to find out what to do against what he's doing.
Right, and that's kind of how I preface this, you know, segment. It is a brand new matchup for most of us. We're not used to this kind of hyper avoidance play. Can we all agree that we want to see Ryan in more tournaments?
Yes,
Of
yes.
course.
Like,
I feel like
definitely
this
right?
tournament, it's Chun-Li wins a big major in Marvel before he wins a big one in Street Fighter. It's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that's crazy.
I may sound like hella salty, but I really am not. I'm just looking at it as a like I'm just on a different perspective. Like this team is amazing. Like this guy, he's playing amazing. The team, in my opinion, is not that amazing, but this is what shakes up the metagame, and this is what we need. We need players like RyanLV,
Amen.
like I High Justice, like all of these guys that are just like Dual Kevin, King Blue River. They're just adding their perspective of the metagame into what the way that they play, and they're being successful with it, and that's what evolves the game past its prime, past its like popular years,
Right.
and now it's when like it's crazy. We're in 2016 and Chun-Li won a major. Like how ridiculous is that?
That's awesome. Like, and that speaks volumes to, I think, the diversity of the cast and also the commitment to its players. I think, I don't know, the zero thing is a big deal. Who's clicking their keyboard? The zero thing's a big deal. We have to see him like really perform against zero players. He's kind of like Dual Kevin in that respects, and that, you know, has shown some weak spots to the zero matchup. But I don't know. It's very crazy. It's very exciting. I look forward to. I don't know when the next tournament he's going to be at. We'll have NEC coming up and then KIT after that. I don't know if he's going to be at either. Does anybody, Tasif, do you have any final closing comments on Chun-Li or RyanLV? Anything you want to sum up? Anything you want to say? Look, this is how it is.
Phoenix is OP. We need to figure out how to beat Phoenix.
6 years later, 5 years later, we need to. How do we beat Phoenix, guys?
I feel like that's the biggest thing, like the biggest problem on his team.
Okay.
Like, and that's all. And not to say that he's relying on Phoenix,
because
he's put in the craziest amount of work into Phoenix.
Well, that's the win condition.
That's the win condition, and he knows how to win. God, his Phoenix is so smart. Like, holy crap! And he has so much tech with it to like convert off of. Like, I think he got like a crazy super jump height grab, like above super jump height grab, confirm into touch of death. He's ready for every situation.
He teleported down. Yeah. Teleport down, dash forward, OTG. Nasty. Yeah. Nasty.
But that's my point. Like, before we start all going about guys, how do we beat Chun-Li? It's like, okay, yo, wait for her to come down, mess that dude up, and then go to the real problem. It's Phoenix. We don't have a lot of teams, a lot of strategies that overall just beat Dark Phoenix clean. Like, when was the last time you saw an anti-Phoenix setup? Unless it was like Apology Man. Apology Man is probably the last person to do it because he plays Super Scrolling Anchor and plays F-Champ all the time. But my point being is that a lot of these players that are playing, we long gone are the days where we thought or we think that Virgil is a counter to Morgan. If anything, it's still bad for every inker.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
Yeah, and we were talking about before, like start Virgil. Hell no, that's the only answer you have against Morgan. I mean, not Morgan, Phoenix. You know what I mean? That's the biggest reason why Chris G isn't willing to try and play him and snap him in like he is against a Terry Bogard, for instance. You know what I mean?
Check this out though. If he starts Virgil, he can use Morgan assist as well. He doesn't have to like keep Virgil until he dies.
I like that. I'm
saying so that way he's not at a meter deficit the whole match.
That's not bad. That's a good idea.
I like that. Yeah, I'll
that's why I'm saying start Virgil, because you're not going to start Doom.
Question.
So you start Virgil. You at least Ryan has to respect Virgil. You can call Morgan assist the same time that Ryan's calling Morgan assist. You guys are going tit for tat for bar, and then you can sword belt. You can put pressure Chun and then DNT to Astro or whatever you need to do, but you're not down 4 bars to 0.
I think I don't play Virgil that well, and I certainly don't play Virgil missiles. Can you, if she's doing the cheese where resetting on top of the missiles, can you heavy teleport and just helmbreak her down and just bring her down? She resets on the missiles, does the cheese, so she can get 3 more jumps, 3 more kicks or whatever. Couldn't Virgil, when she's bouncing on the missiles, just teleport up and then?
If she probably could, but there's no reason for him to be at super jump height against Virgil. The reason why he's going up there is because of Astral Vision. He's trying to time it out, so he wouldn't be up there.
That's right. That's true. Virgil. Well, and it puts you in Virgil's wheelhouse if you're down at the range we're talking about, the neutral range, the normal jump range. But I don't know, because then you're just he has to win, and then has to win hard, because that is your, like Steve said, it's your only option against Morgan or against Phoenix at that point. God, there's so many. I keep saying all the wrong names because there's so many problems on this team. It's giving me a headache. I don't know. Shout out to RyanLV. He's putting the community into a really interesting place. And does anybody think that he is a favorite going forward at all?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. He is one of the new Marvel gods, in my opinion.
Not Marvel God yet, because he still has to play a lot of people, and who knows how many opportunities he's going to be able to be afforded to play all these people. But I will say that we haven't seen this level of dominance in play in a long time. People are not ready for the type of stuff that RyanLV is bringing to the table in tournament.
But
and with that said, I think that he's definitely a favorite. Until people really start to figure out, then he's very much a favorite in pretty much.
Has he played Kevin? Has he played Kevin?
I'm pretty sure they played it undefeated, I think.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that he needs to stand the test of time.
Yes. That's what a god does.
Well, that's all we've got. That's all we've got now is time, and we got plenty of it. And like I said, I hope we can see him at many more.
Okay, just one. I want to do one question. I'm sorry to everyone right now here.
Yeah.
You under the gun?
Under the gun? Whoa! Wow.
If there was, I'm sorry, I'm stealing your stuff.
Shoot me.
If there was a $1,000 money match, and you gotta choose one person to play for you against RyanLV, who do you choose?
Cloud. He's got it. I mean, if you think about it, he's what SoCal Iron God said, 5-1 against Ryan. That's awesome. And Zero is the kind of character that is no nonsense with your matchups.
Yep.
For the most part, you just play it the same because you're still the best character in the game. And Cloud is very wise when it comes to matchups in general. He doesn't fall for a lot of shenanigans. And I don't know. What's up?
Cloud is very good at matchups where he gets to rush. If it's a matchup where he's supposed to actually sit there and be very, have to remind the dude, smack him up the head and be like, "Yo, Cloud, stop going in."
Yeah.
But in this matchup where it's actually him just chasing, I don't think anybody goes more ham and is as good at it than
he schemes, man.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see our Ryan versus Cloud high stakes match.
Also, I'll say this much, that from the times I have talked to Ryan and have heard him discuss about characters, he hates fighting Zero. No matter how good he is against it, it doesn't matter about the fact that that's a character that makes him sweat. RyanLV.
Kevin says the same thing.
Yeah. No, but at the same time, Kevin's definitely shown a decent bit more weakness to Zero than RyanLV has. just
Yeah,
because
but-
he's like matched up a lot against Joey D.
Exactly.
Cloud.
And Kevin has been, I don't know, I think Kevin's really been putting in a lot of work around the country lately. I don't think Ryan is as traveled and as tested yet, but
Exactly.
those are matchups that we can look forward to. That's the good news, you know, like Cane Blue River is going to come back stateside eventually.
Okay, how about that though? Who wins, KVR or RyanLV? First to 5, go.
Oh my god.
RyanLV.
Ryan, I guess, right? Like, can't he just leave the 99-second mix-up with a triple jump?
True.
Like,
yes.
Can't he just leave
It's
everything?
like what people were saying is you beat Ryan in the beginning or have anti-air or anti-Phoenix tech. That's how you beat him. You either hit Chun in the beginning and then don't have to deal with her runaway, or you have to have anti-Phoenix.
That sounds like K. That sounds like KBR.
Kane can do that. He has anti-Phoenix tech with Hager and the beginning.
But Kane is the type of dude to I gotta hit X Factor.
Nah, I mean,
no.
Nah.
Kane is the type of dude to do that for a reason at this point. He knows when to pop it when he needs to do it. That doesn't mean he always does it at the best time, but I think at this point, especially as of late with his crazy tournament run, that dude is very intentional.
Ramasama cited the use of the lariat. And
I
we
feel
know
like
that Cane Blue River loves the lariat.
I feel like everybody. This is everybody. If they deal with Kane's incoming, then especially for Ryan's team, I think it's like he just has to get away, and I think he's the best at getting away. So,
right, but you get away, you get 2 Morrigan calls, and then you gotta come back down. There's no missiles. He's not chasing after him.
Yeah.
And then what happens when Cane Blue River gets you locked up with drones and pushes you to the corner with the charge? Something's about to happen.
Yeah,
though.
you're right. You're right.
You know, like I'm just saying, it's not as free as people may think.
I think he can win in a tournament set. I don't think a long set.
Maybe yeah, but man, that is probably the match I want to see. That matchup.
Okay, so let's just recap real quickly. Some players to watch. We got Ryan, of course. We've got Cosmos, who's got a chip on his shoulder, you know, throwing around big names, big cash. Cane Blue River is going to be coming back, wanting to show his dominance again. Chris G is on his tournament lap, or his tournament champion lap. So he's already won the cup, but he's going to keep playing, in the tournaments. Dual Kevin, another guy who has been so hot in the chase and is going to want to prove himself. Man, I don't know. I'm excited. Like, Joey D has been doing mad work in the Midwest. Like, I don't know. Like, the next season of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is like...
I love 2016 Marvel.
It's crazy.
So much.
I tweeted that it was disgusting, but I meant it. I meant it at the best way. It's gross, it's nasty, and I look forward to it. Anybody have anything that they want to close with tonight? Any special shout outs you want to give? It's 10:30. We're wrapping up. So Steve, anybody you want to shout out tonight?
Nah.
Marcus, anything? You love anybody? Tassif apparently doesn't care.
I went to see nah.
Shout outs to Puerto Rican Marvel. Shout outs to Puerto Rican Marvel. Jonas, what's up?
Shout outs to 2016.
Shout outs to 2016, man. For real, shout outs to 2016. Shout outs to Marvel Live. Shout outs to everybody who tuned in to watch tonight. We'll see you again November 1st. Yeah, November 1st. I was right about that one. Nice. Shout outs to my girlfriend, who I made put in earbuds and has quietly and patiently sat there very nicely all night. Shout outs to her, very supportive. And again, thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. We'll be back with a whole lot to talk about. Oh, real quickly, Yumacon got support for its fighting game tournament.
Oh,
much smaller than it normally is, but Homeboy is paying out of his pocket for the pot bonuses at Yumacon this year. There's going to be a stream. Shucks. I think maybe Invite Hell on Twitter is going to be streaming it. I don't know. It's going to be one of the local guys from Detroit. He's going to be streaming it. So there will be a stream. There will be pot bonuses. Yumacon is coming together. It's not nearly, going to be the production that it is in the past, but shout out to Yumacon. That is also on Canada Cup week. No, weekend after Canada Cup. So I'll mention this again on our November 1st show, but shout out to Yumacon. That's great news for them.
Shouts to Yumacon.
I got a shout out.
I'm going to be there, and I can't wait because it's amazing. What's that, Marcus?
Shout outs to No Life and Marvel Money Matches on Facebook
Hey, yes. Shout outs to No Life and Money Matches.
Shout outs to New York.
Shout outs to New York.
Keeping the game alive and strong.
New York is definitely playing this game, and I like that they're throwing around a lot of tough words, and I like that they're throwing around a lot of tough cash, because that's New York. And hopefully Sam will be back soon. Talking to her recently, so she's getting her schedule in, and hopefully maybe our next special guest can be Samantha Hancock. I don't know, we'll see. But once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to put the Southeast Asia Major link in the description of this video, so you can go check out that top 8. Crazy top 8 once again, and almost nobody saw it. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a great night. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.